Clangity, clangity.
Yeah, a little clickety, clickety.
Once it hits your lips, it's just so good. It's just so good.
All right, here we go. SILT Podcast 3. All right, we're currently watching Monday Night Football. Uncle Anthony is beating my ass. This is Uncle Anthony here. He's going to probably... Yeah, that's him. We're probably going to be having him on at least every Monday, maybe more. We'll see what happens.
I don't know if I like you that much.
Yeah, you fucking suck. Who cares? Yeah. All right, but...
You're not going to tell everybody how you whine? Please, please, come help me. Please, please.
Yeah, shut the fuck up. We'll see whenever I win in fantasy tonight what happens.
Hey, you're still 10 points out, bro. So
yeah.
I have a shot.
We'll see. We'll see.
I have a shot to lose.
But what I wanted to ask you about tonight is, have you heard about anything about this Chat GPT? It's some new AI shit. So it was released by Elon Musk. You know, Chat.
Let me stop you right there. No, I have not heard anything fucking about this.
All right, yeah. I
what the fuck in my life makes you think that I would know anything about AI and Elon Musk?
No, that's the best part. I figured you didn't, like most people.
Oh,
so
okay.
ChatGPT is like the better version of what you'd expect Google or Alexa or whatever the fuck you would use right now. The better version of that.
So like a search engine?
Kinda. So it's like the better version of Google. You know, you're in 6th grade, right? And they give you an essay prompt. You know, like write an essay on why the Civil War was wrong.
Yeah, right. I never did those.
Whatever, you're an idiot. But but point is, this new chatbot discovered by OpenAI, it will write that whole essay for you. They can do code, all that shit. They can write websites. They can answer real hypothetical questions. It's a lot of shit.
So it's actual artificial intelligence.
Yeah, they're starting to get there, man. It's pretty crazy. Elon Musk was one of those founders, and a lot of people are hating on him nowadays. Yeah, he's a billionaire.
Bro, that guy is fucking weird, man.
No,
he's like a billionaire, but like his daddy bought him his first company, and then like he did electric cars, but even he himself admits that like if we go all electric, we're fucked. We can't handle that. The power grid, the system, it just can't handle it. So he's just another dude who made a bunch of money, and now he's like, haha, look at me. Like, I don't know.
Nah, at the end of the day, a lot
he
of
bought
people...
Twitter?
If
that's not haha, look at me, what is it?
Yeah, that's true. He's definitely got a lot of money, but a lot of people don't realize, man, these billionaires, I'm not saying they don't get taxed correctly. They could definitely figure out a way to better work that system, but...
Well, I actually like that. I use the system myself.
Yeah, just like everybody else. But
yeah, fuck that, dude. Like, if you're not smart enough to use it, you're a fucking dumbass.
But what I'm saying, man, a lot of people hate on billionaires, and a lot of them don't realize, kind of create like this micro economy on their own. For example, I mean, I'm not going to say any names, anything like that, but I work at an electrical company. So do you. You work with me. There's this printing company that prints Pokemon cards, Magic cards, all those big name shit. The guy who owns that company is damn close to a billionaire. And personally, I see that as a micro little economy because he's creating not millions of jobs, but hundreds of jobs. There's thousands of feet of square footage. I mean, the electrical company is thriving off of it. The HVAC company is probably thriving. The plumbing company is probably thriving. The workers there are making a decent wage. They're creating this whole ecosystem for people to thrive. Why does everybody hate on billionaires?
I feel like it's a fraternity thing. You know what I mean? It's a brotherhood. It's a, hey, we're not them. I'll tell you right now, my opinion would change tomorrow if I was a billionaire. Like,
yeah, we all.
Yeah, fuck that. Like, I'm done. Okay, yeah, no. Now, yeah, fuck you, small man. I will crush you with my wallet. But it's a fraternity. I mean, they're rich. They are the haves. We're the have-nots. We band together and we're like, hate on them for every little scrutinized thing. I mean, that's everywhere you go in the world today, though. That's not just with billionaires. I mean, it's everything. We all hate on each other for shit that we don't have. Yeah. Which is kind of fucked up, in my opinion. I mean, be happy with what you got, But no, they hate on them because think about it. You could do so much. Think about a billionaire, right? Could literally take what he makes in a day, a week, a month, whatever, and donate it to one person and change their lives forever. Now, I'm not recommending this because fuck that. I mean, they're a billionaire for a reason. You know what I mean? Like the saying, you don't get rich from giving away your money. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know that, but you got to think what comes along with that. So yeah, they're making a shit ton of money.
But I think that's where the resentment comes in, and that's why people hate them.
Yeah,
is what I was saying.
I mean, that makes a lot of sense, but at the end of the day, I mean, everything has its positives and negatives. I mean, you got to outweigh what's better for the world. Personally, I think billionaires are great for the world and the U.S. economy.
Depending upon what they do with it. Yeah, sure.
Yeah. I mean,
of course.
like people like
Like
Elon
if you're a
Musk.
billionaire and you just go live on an island and you just sit on it, yeah, whatever. But if you're a billionaire, like Elon Musk, let's bring it back to the relevant topic. I mean, what you brought up. He's creating jobs and yeah, that thrives the economy and everything. That's awesome.
Not only that, but you got to think he's obviously it goes back to the the power grid system, but he's creating electric cars. He's trying to help, as global warming, as far as everyone says that. He's trying to go to Mars. Elon Musk, his companies, I mean, he's got Tesla. He's trying to help as far as, the greenhouse gases, try to help with gasoline issues, blah, 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 whether that's right or not. He's trying to help with SpaceX, trying to help our company with the Boring Company have better ways of travel. Previously, OpenAI, which is the topic of this discussion, he decided to get out of that company because they were going in directions. Instead of an open system nonprofit, they decided to go profit. The thing that I would like to talk about, I mean, yeah, they have a lot of great systems. I mean, besides the whole Terminator outcome where people are like, oh yeah, these AIs are going to take over the world, nobody really talks about how they can do it on the way there. So, these deep fakes especially, they can influence elections. They can do all types of things.
Well, that's the scary part, though, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean
isn't that that's what everybody's scared of?
No, nobody really thinks of that. They think about the world being taken over by the AI. They don't think about the minuscule things along the way, and that's what's scary to me.
That's what I think about. I think about how dependent we've come upon technology.
It's insane.
Everyone depends on a piece of software, just ones and zeros.
I mean, I know personally
for something in their lives, or one thing or another. You know what I mean? Whether you're young like you and you're doing Twitter, or you're old like me and you're using email, or you're like super old and you're relying on a life support machine that's run off of Bluetooth from the doctor's house.
Yeah.
So he don't have to be there. You see what I'm saying? Like,
oh yeah,
we all depend on technology.
Yeah, definitely. I know personally.
It is scary to think about, because I was thinking about this the other day and I proposed this to you. I'm sorry to go off on a tangent, but like AI, I was watching Free Guy the other day, right? And they had AI, and it was like free thinking. The premise, it was a movie, but the premise of it was like free thinking, like real AI. They're people. They're in a program, and they learn that they're in this program. It's a video game. It's like a Slayer game, but like RPG. But then they learn that they're in this program, and they find this other world where they can live peacefully. Whatever. Blah 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 blah. AI. I mean, like if you draw the dots out, that makes sense.
Yeah.
For that to happen. Okay. Well, then like when they get to that point where they've evolved to knowing who they are, knowing where they are, what's going on. How long does it take for them? I mean, right? You're putting a human brain in a piece of a machine. How long does it take for them to fucking realize, hey, I can go in through the internet or some shit. I don't fucking know how it works, and take over shit.
I think,
it'll be little by little. It'll be little things, like, because they're human, right? You try a little, you know what I mean? Like a bank robber, you're not gonna go rob a fucking bank right away. You're gonna, pick off a lady, steal a purse, or somebody drops a 20 and you sneak it real quick. You build your way up to it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We're talking about artificial intelligence. That's a human within the code. Okay. So why can't he go in there and then disrupt shit? Start off little, do little, and then I control the whole power grid.
No. See, I think it'll be an issue.
And they're in there. Like, can you program around that?
I don't know. See, I think it'll be an issue before they even become to the point where they're intelligent. So, say they're just if then that, like all computer systems in the world. If this, then that.
Right.
You know, they just answer that simple question. What if someone puts in when they're, you know, in like the 3/4 of the way, halfway point of being intelligent, and they're like, hey, what do I have to do to make the world a better place? They don't even need to be intelligent at that point. And they could decide, hey, we got to get rid of half the population.
Yeah.
And this is the best thing, especially
but that's the logical conclusion.
Yeah. I mean, I guess.
So, but look at me. Think about it in that sense. If you were actually just like put feelings aside and think about it logically, the best way to preserve human life is not to keep it going like it is. Destroying the earth. We're thinking about trying to fucking go to Mars and figure out new planets and shit. Like, obviously, we're on the wrong path. No. So if you just went into it, if this, then this. Cold-blooded. Forget about human life. Forget about emotions. Just, if this happens, we need to do this. Of course, your answer is, get rid of these people.
Yeah, obviously. I mean, at the end of the day, we've done...
We should never have gotten this far.
Yeah.
If we were thinking about it that way.
I mean, but at the end of
we
the day...
We would have never gotten that far if it was like that. Look, you know what I mean? We'd still be rural.
If you want to get
the
into
horses
that,
and shit.
though, I mean, maybe it was done that way on purpose. Like, you know, we're meant to be multiplanetary species. And it's like, hey, you got to destroy this world and figure out who you are to become this intelligent species. And then eventually... you'll become multiplanetary. And
I mean, yeah. I mean, anything's possible.
Maybe that's a natural way of evolution. Who are you to tell? I mean, I don't know.
Well, no, that's evolution. I mean, I'm just talking about, like, bringing back home to AI. That's man-made. That's not... That is something that we're doing. But I think where consequences come in is that we rely so much on technology.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
That... while it wouldn't fuck us up forever, like it wouldn't be like, oh, technology goes down and we're done, we're out for the count. That's the end of humans. We're extinct. No. It would literally be like, you know, we'd be fucked up for a long time.
Oh, yeah.
But we'd figure a way around it.
Yeah, I mean, humans have been around forever, and whether there's technology around or not, we've figured out a way to survive.
It's
and
just that we're
to keep going.
We're so reliant on it, Joe.
We're adaptive. We're adaptive species.
That it would mess us up. It would mess us up.
Oh, yeah. It definitely would. I mean, I'm not arguing with you there.
But if we went back to the cold era, you know, like swords and fucking guns and no internet, we would still figure it out. People did it for hundreds of years.
But it's kind of like Pandora's box.
Thousands
Once it's opened up, there's no going back. You know that. I mean, come on. Unless there's a nuclear apocalypse. There is no going back 100 years back to the ways they were before modern technology. There's no possible fucking way. I mean, that's just kind of how it is. I mean, we're going to progress, and no matter the negatives of that situation, there's no going back to the previous situation. It's exactly what a Pandora's box is.
Hey, what the fuck were we talking about? Because we started out talking about something, and you had a point to go with, and then I just kept going off on tangents. Everything you said, I'm sorry.
I
lead us down the wrong path.
I love it. Originally, we were talking about AI and deep fakes. So I don't know if you've seen like the pages on social media.
Is fucking deep fakes? Is that the shit where they can fucking like record you and it's like it's Donald Trump being like, yeah, fucking I want to buy a car.
Yeah,
and then like people buy it and they're like, yeah, it's okay. He wants to buy it.
Exactly, and it's a completely different person. They have enough recordings so they're able to replicate their voices. They have enough videos so they can replicate their body movements, and they just paste their face on top of another thing. And that whenever their bodies kind of match, it's really hard to tell the difference. And that's the issue I want to really get into today, because think about it. So if you can completely fake another person from a criminal perspective,
oh, yeah.
Not just what can happen.
Yeah.
I mean, AI in the future, we talked about all this before, but from a criminal perspective, think about
the damage you do.
Oh,
Let's say you want to tie it into what we talked to before. That's another crump of being a fucking billionaire.
Dude.
Because people ain't going to deep fake me.
No.
Mr. fucking 50
They
grand a
don't give
year.
a
Like,
shit.
do you want my debt? Would
No.
you like to pay my credit card
You want to
bill?
take over my mortgage, buddy? Yeah, please,
Like, yeah,
please do.
I'm okay with it. If you would like my debt, you can please take it. My name is never. But no, like that's another crook of being a fucking billionaire.
man.
Like, you gotta fucking
All right.
worry about people doing deepfakes. That's crazy.
Think
that
about
they
a
could
couple
do
of
that.
hypotheticals, right? So, some big ones. Say someone's running for office.
Okay.
And they did something kind of similar with Nancy Pelosi last year. And don't get me wrong, Nancy Pelosi is a piece of fucking garbage. But they slowed down her video to make her seem like she was drunk. And that was just the beginning of this whole thing. So, before that, they were just slowing down pictures. Now they have AI. They can completely alter videos. Imagine if a big political candidate, now I'm obviously not talking about Trump because Trump can kind of just say whatever the fuck he wants. Obviously, you can grab him right by the pussy. But I'm talking about more like a serious career politician. If they were to have a deep fake about them, be blackmailed saying, hey, not even blackmailed. If they're running for political office and they get a deep fake about them and it's them doing something just crazy, say they're like, anything bad you can think of. They can have a deep fake setup of this politician doing that thing and completely change completely change the U.S. fucking elections. It's just crazy to me that no one's seeing that.
Is that more of is that a question of the media though? Like that brings that into it.
Yeah.
Like, where's your morals?
No.
Where do you stand? Are you gonna run that shit?
Well, here's the thing. I mean, to the
Because
human
they
eye.
will. You know they will. Like whatever you want to say. This whatever network. This one's left. This one's right. You know, they'll do deep fakes for each other. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, it doesn't matter what it is. To the human eye, these deepfakes are getting better and better by the day, and they just seem so realistic.
I've seen a couple that are like hard to tell.
Yeah, so it really doesn't matter left and right. Don't get me wrong, Intel has a program that they're able to detect this within like a second, 92%
Oh, so what
accuracy.
you're saying is that like they wouldn't even like say it's a deep fake. You're saying like they just fucking run it
Yeah. And
as
then,
if it was real, and you tell me if
Exactly.
it's not or not. Or
Exactly.
if it's
By
real or
the
not.
time people figure out that it's a deep fake, it's already has an influence on the population.
It's already public opinion.
Exactly. So, I mean, half the people will not know it's fake. Another quarter will know it's fake. And then another quarter will know it's fake, but they're like, hey, I don't know what to believe because the fucking propaganda is just running wild.
Well, and that's where I reside.
Yeah. I don't know what the fuck to think
Because
anymore.
I think everybody's a fucking liar. It's all bullshit. Fuck them. I'm down for anything that makes the economy go, but the deep fake shit, dude. I mean, to be able to pretend that you're somebody else,
It's crazy.
and I've seen it to where like, you know, you can't tell. Like I can't tell.
Yeah.
I don't pay attention to shit.
It's
I
hard.
don't know. I see things. I say, okay, that's real.
Exactly. Like 90%.
I could see how you could fall into that trap.
Everybody can.
This is real.
Everybody
And-
can.
And then you have beliefs based off of that are false.
Exactly. It can, by the time people figure out it's fake, it's too fucking late, dude. It doesn't matter. The deepfake is already out there and the whole thing is just misconstructed. I mean, it's just like a whole shit show. It doesn't matter anymore, dude. It's already past that point. People already saw it. And like I said, half the people won't even know it's fake. It's just crazy.
It still happens. You know, I kept getting text messages. The Democratic Party, oh, please just pledge your shit and do all this stuff. I'm like, I've never remembered a time in my life where I got a phone call or a text message. Like, you get phone calls, okay, whatever. They're like, hey, will you pledge your vote? But you get a text message about, like, pledge some money so this one can run. Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, and that's just the beginning. I mean, you got to think about all the shit that's posted on
Does the
social
money really
media.
go there? Does the money really go there? Or is it a deep fake? Is it a scam?
Who knows?
Well, it's not a deep fake because that's...
No,
you can edit this part out, right?
No, I know what you mean, though. I mean, it's a fucking shit show, dude. And, you know...
133 to 124.
Ooh, baby. Come on, Aaron Jones. I need
Yeah,
a little bit
fuck
of
you,
money
Aaron
from you,
Jones.
baby. Yeah, but
Did they just pick it
honestly,
up?
I really think that's something that needs to be looked into a little bit more. Besides, the whole Terminator outcome, nobody really thinks about the bad things of AI
Bro, that's
along the
crazy.
way.
I really thought about this the other day, like watching that movie. I watched it maybe a month ago, and I rewatched it. Sorry, and like I thought about that. I was like, dude, if their premise is right, like if somebody could come up with a code where you can actually have free thinking beings within a code, what's stopping them from taking over the grid? Like, what's stopping them from taking over everything?
No, nothing.
I know that's conspiracy theory, and like it hasn't happened. So what are you gonna do? Like whatever, but still, I mean, 1+1 is 2, and when you get at the end of the day, if you have something that's capable of learning, and especially like you said, without human regard, just if this then that, calculated moves to do what is technically right. I mean, that's what makes us human is knowing the gray area.
Yeah, we got to know what is morally
You know what I mean? The gray
right.
area. You know
exactly.
what I mean? Like we know, hey, yeah, man, technically this is right, but in this situation, 18-year-old fucking goes to prom and you pull him over and he's had a beer. You want to ruin that kid's life?
Hell no.
You want to ruin that kid's life? You see what I'm saying? Like that's the gray area.
No,
whereas a computer would just say, nope, you did it, you're done.
Exactly.
And then he's in jail, and you just ruined a person's life.
Yeah, I mean, it's fucking horrible. That's why AI for sure doesn't need to take over because, like I said, there's never going to be no human feeling in that situation.
Exactly.
It's always going to be if this, then that. It's never going to be consideration. It's similar to the whole...
But wait, no, because, like, that's the point of AI, though, if you think about it. The point of AI is to have a little bit of the human emotion, right? But, and maybe that's why we haven't been there, like, to where it gets it yet, because of the fact that you got to figure that out. Because a computer just knows if this, then that.
Yeah. Yeah, no.
But, like, AI is technically artificial intelligence based off of a human.
Yeah, exactly. That's the whole thing that a lot of people don't understand. AI is based off human conscience. It's not the greater good. It has that vulnerability. It has that prejudice. It has whatever you want to call it of what the human mind thinks is right, even if it isn't right. And that thing transfers depending on your culture, where you live. What is right and wrong is just, it really depends on where you're at in your life. I mean, if it comes down to me or my theoretical kid dying or living, and, there's someone going to kill my theoretical daughter, I am going to kill that person. Even if it is wrong, like I was saying, AI, if this and that, that's the wrong thing to do. Tell me that is not the right thing to do in that situation to protect your daughter. I'm sorry, that's where AI will never understand the whole human experience. Exactly, ethics. They will never understand the human experience, and they will get right and wrong 90% of the time.
The ethical questions that we need to ask is, do you steal a loaf of bread to feed your family?
Yeah,
that's a typical... No, but seriously, do you steal a loaf of bread to feed your family?
Yes.
That's the question. That's where AI would have a trouble with it, because there's two answers. There is a yes for a good reason, and there's a no for another good reason. And that's where, if this, then that, does come into trouble because of the fact of, no matter what, stealing is technically wrong to somebody.
Yeah.
And then not feeding your family or doing whatever you can to feed your family is wrong to another person.
It really depends on the person. So if you were the owner of that shop, hell yeah, that would be wrong. If you were the person trying to feed your family, no, I would not see that as wrong. So it really depends on the perspective.
Wait, hold on. Because you could still say, like, yeah, of course, like, I'm with you. I would steal bread to feed my family. I'm with you 100%. But it is, I can admit this, it is still wrong. Like, I still shouldn't do it.
I won't admit it's not wrong.
But
I'm just saying it's what is necessary.
And that's where AI would have the conflict, because of the fact that with them, there's always a definitive answer.
Exactly.
Okay? It is always 1 or 0 when it boils down to the end. It is always yes or no, on, off, whatever you want to say.
Yeah.
With that type of ethical dilemma, you're not gonna you can't both outcomes are right, both outcomes are wrong. Tonight's been a pretty good night. I found out I'm pretty good at podcasts.
Yeah,
I think so. I don't know.
You
You
are.
can tell me eventually. Maybe one day. I don't know. But you know what else I found out? I found out I'm going to the fucking championship. No, not championship. What's it? Divisional, I guess. I'm in the next round of the playoffs.
You're in the fantasy playoffs.
Because I beat your bitch ass?
Yeah, you beat me. We started at the beginning saying, it was...
I really thought you were going to beat me, Joe.
Dude, you say that every fucking
I know.
week.
Fuck you, dude. I really thought that, I thought I was going to get the bye. And Sam was going to have to verse you. And then I versed Sam. And maybe I get a win.
Dude.
I really thought you beat me. I really did. Honestly, heart to heart, hand to God, thought you were going to beat me.
Yeah, hand to God, you think everybody's going to beat you every week. How many times have you lost? Realistically, at the end of the day...
Ron and Scott have swept me this year, actually.
So what, you got 4 losses, 10 wins?
Yeah. No. Didn't you beat me one time? Maybe I have 5 losses. I don't know.
It doesn't matter. What I'm trying to say is...
It doesn't matter. Yeah, it doesn't really fucking matter.
You...
I advance, you don't. I win. Fuck you. I don't know.
Yeah. Fuck you, dude. Whatever. We'll just roll with it. You got
honestly, I would rather you beat me, or if I beat you, that's fine. But then I don't want Scott or Ron to win.
Yeah. Hey, listen to this, Scott, Ron. Oh, fuck you. You're not winning shit.
Fuck you.
Oh, fuck you. You're not winning shit, motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Guess what? You're not winning a damn thing. Even though I'm out the playoffs, guess what?
It would suck, especially all the drama that went down with our fantasy league this year.
Oh my God, there's always drama with our fucking family.
Well, first off, there's drama with everything, and especially when it comes to fantasy. Any managers will agree with us. There's always drama, and this year has just been drama filled, mostly because of me. I will admit that.
Kind of.
I was just done in a league and I quit, and then it sparked this whole thing, and then there's another league, and the other league's mad at me, but they still talk to me. But no, it's just Ron and Scott winning doesn't seem right. It's their first league. It's their first year in the league with us, and yeah, I would just like one of us to win. To just show that, hey, we know what we're doing. Yeah. But I honestly do feel, if I'm being real right now, Ron's going to win. I mean, Ron has a fucking dope-ass team.
Fuck you, Mr. Ronnie. That's all I got to say.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
With that, I would like to say we had a great conversation tonight about some AI and some deep fakes. Maybe we kind of went on some tangents and didn't cover all the topics or the different areas of the topic that we wanted to discuss.
Most of that is my fault. Sorry.
But we roll with it. Fuck it. So thank you, Uncle Anthony, for coming on tonight. This is SILT Podcast 3, and hopefully you'll be around for SILT Podcast 4, baby.
Wait, are you going to end the show?
I was planning on it.
Okay. Well, I would just like to say thank you so much, Joe. You are my nephew. You're essentially my little brother. And you push me to new bounds, and you do a lot. And you made me come on this thing, and I fucking loved it. And whether it's good or not, I mean, hell, I'm back next week if you want me.
I think we had some fun.
But seriously, thank you. You're driving this thing, and I believe in what you're doing, and I just thank you for letting me be a part of it.
Thank you, brother. I love you so much. Stay tuned for fucking SILT Podcast number 4, baby. Here we go.